So I've been watching Zan Rowe. Is that her name?
Take 5 or
Take
Top
5, I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
called.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on there. This is bad. I should know his name. I think I'm getting this right. It was the guy who wrote Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to know him through Curb Your Enthusiasm. He played a character in the Curb. Now, people probably know him.
Are you a fan of Hamilton?
I've not seen it.
No.
It's rap musical, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was huge in the States. Did it
Massive.
And here it did okay, didn't it?
Yeah, I know because my daughter's 17 and hangs out with a group, and a few of the kids in her group are fans of Hamilton. And when we went on a holiday, I drove them down the beach house. Some of the kids put on Hamilton songs.
You weren't happy?
Oh, man.
What are you doing? They're talking like that. But
there's also ballads too. But I don't mind a musical song. Like I like Memories or Don't Cry for Me.
Yeah, you're not a musical fan.
Argentina.
Yeah.
But they didn't really. Anyway, they didn't really take me by storm. But I would still like to see Hamilton just to see what all the fuss is about because it's obviously very good. You know what I mean? I'd be happy to see it. You give me a free ticket right now, I'd go.
Oh, you're a good guy like that, aren't you? I'm a bit like you. I'm a bit like when I was younger. I liked them.
Musicals?
Music, Carousel.
Sound of Music.
South Pacific. I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair.
Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about the birds. That's a great. See, they have great songs. They have like one banger.
Well, they should. They're musicals.
Yeah, but they're not all great.
But what they need, if you've got a musical, you need the big hook one.
Memories.
Yeah.
Memories. Or Les Mis. I like the Les Mis one. This is a dawning of the time. This is a.
It would seem that you would be a musical guy, given your background. Played in bands on Spicks and Spectres.
Yeah, but at school there were guys in bands, and we were in like punk rock bands, and then there were the people into the musicals. There's a bit of a divide there.
Yeah,
bit of a divide.
Yeah, they used to. Our school used to do Captain. Was it? Giblet and Sullivan.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, captain of the Pinafore. Yes, the captain of the Pinafore.
As young people who went to suburban high schools, that was often the only theatrical outlet for us. Was to be in the school musical, wasn't it? It's quite common amongst...
It was. I did stand in front of stage watching. I didn't have the guts to be in the school musical. I remember looking up going, that's what I want to be.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be up there on the stage.
Well, my history was my older brother Trevor was very good in musicals. And so he was the leading guy. He was Nathan in Guys and Dolls because he could sing and stuff. And
really?
Trev, yeah, absolutely.
Well, Trev's a bit of a... I don't want to say...
He's an all-rounder.
He's a tough guy as well. No, I don't mean tough guy, but he used to,
He was in a rock band for
many years. He lived a life. He used to get in trouble with mum and dad a fair bit.
No, that's Mark. Different brother.
Who did I have dinner with in Queensland?
No, that's Trevor.
Oh, Trevor's... Okay.
Trevor's, pushed the limits. But anyway, at high school, he was...
Trevor, if you're listening.
He was good looking. He could play football as well. As I said at his second wedding, I said, Trevor basically peaked at high school. And but anyway, he's doing well. Don't worry about Trev. Anyway, so he, so when he was so good in musicals, and me and my twin brother started year 7, Form 1, they went, oh, well, they're obviously going to be good too. And so they put me and my twin in the lead roles of Noah and his Ark. I played Noah and my brother played God because they thought it was really good that Noah and God looked like each other. And so we did that. Obviously, we weren't that great because next year I was just an understudy to Toad from Toad and Toad Hall.
How did God go? How did your brother do in God? I reckon your brother would be pretty good.
Glenn. Yeah, I don't know. I someone said you'd imagine that musical, but I looked it up. There is a Noah and his Ark musical because I remember one of the songs, Noah, you can't do any more. Dun, 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 dun.
We've talked about turning this into a musical, haven't we?
Yeah, somehow related.
Who knows?
Well, you've got your mate, Tom.
He wrote a very successful musical.
Yeah, we'll just get him on board. He's probably listening.
I remember the name of it. That's terrible.
He's probably listening right now going,
Tom is a listener.
This is my next project.
No.
With Ann Edmonds in it. Yeah.
Yes, it was fantastic. Did you get to see it?
No, I should have because I've
got thing that he's done. Incredible.
Man, I've got a mother in aged care and had a mother-in-law in aged care, so I should. Anyway,
you should have
when it comes back. I'll see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we talking about musicals?
What he said was,
Lynn Miranda. Lynn Miranda.
Oh my God,
Lynn Miranda. Lynn Miranda.
Hello, Ross, if you're listening. God, that was a good one. He said a very interesting thing.
Right.
Well, I thought it
Because he's been a real journeyman, that guy.
Has he?
Oh, he took ages to get Hamilton up and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. He's bloody chipped away for years, and good on him.
The role he played in Curb was a person that Dave was doing things for.
Yeah.
But his thank yous weren't big enough, appropriate for what he had done. Oh, thank you. It's like I would have expected a bigger thank you for what I just done.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a bigger thank you.
Yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda? Anyway, go on. I think it's something like that.
He put. I could be completely wrong here. It might not, because I've seen most of the series. Because Barnsley's been on there and a few different.
Man, I reckon next series once Zan, you're going to be on there.
I'm not a musician.
Oh no, but they're not all musicians, are they?
I think they are, aren't they?
Are they? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he said, or maybe she said, I liked this song and I loved what she said, or he said, I love this song and I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was great because there are things in music and in movies, in art, you go, I really like that thing.
It moves you don't know why.
Don't know why. But that's the job of art, isn't it?
Like a good laxative, it moves you.
Yes. Even if it moves you to go, I don't like it, that's still giving you a reaction. Ambivalence is the cancer of art. If you look at something and go, I'm feeling nothing, then, because if people dislike this show, at least but no one dislikes it, at least they are having a reaction to it.
It's true.
So when someone says, I like this, but I don't know why, it means that it's getting through to you on a different level.
Well, you can't please everyone too. If you try to please everyone, you'll fail. Isn't that what they say?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's very
I'll say that when Zan Rowe interviews me. Yeah.
Anyway, so are there things in your life besides music that you give us a call on, what's our number?
132410.
Give us a call.
Or ABC number 0437774774.
You like in your life that you love and you don't know why?
Wow.
Have you got any? You might just, I mean, obviously you know that you like
food. Potato chips.
Yeah.
Well, give me an example. I need an example.
Okay, this is not a great one, but it is putting the bins out.
You like that?
Yes. Lawrence Mooney did a routine and I went, oh my God, I can't believe that someone thinks like me. There's such a pride in getting them out there. You're achieving something. You're lining them up. You're putting them you're getting the right bins for a start.
Yeah.
Now I'm explaining why I like it.
I like putting my rubbish in other people's bins.
Do you really?
Well, because we often have overflow. There's 3 teenagers, 2 cats.
And do you do it? Do you do it of a funny walk when you do it, or do you?
I do it at night.
Yeah. So do you skip over the road and hope you don't get caught? Because there'd be people looking at you. Okay. I'll give you another one.
Yeah, go on.
Opening the sound of a can of Coke opening.
Yeah, great.
And you're going to say, "Oh, that's because even it's a beer or something." I love that strock noise.
Oh, it's great.
Strock.
It's great.
Maybe something refreshing is about to happen. Maybe that's why.
I get satisfaction from stacking the dishwasher and putting it on.
There you go.
And cleaning the sink up so there's nothing left.
Wiping the sink down.
Bit of satisfaction there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Absolutely.
It's
like washing a car too.
Washing a car feels good.
Yeah.
Do you feel as much satisfaction washing your car as you do putting it through an automatic one?
No.
So you don't get it?
Yeah, it's like changing a tyre. If you do it yourself, you feel like, I've done that. I changed that tyre.
Because I do put mine through the automatic one. I look out with pride. I don't deserve pride.
No.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I'm not feeling good about my car because Dave won't let me. Peeling a label off something?
Oh, yeah.
That feels good, doesn't it?
Or just peeling an orange effectively. Peeling an orange effectively.
Oh, yeah. And then when, like a mandarin, when they just pop out. Nature is very clever the way they pop them into mouth.
Nature's amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
Nature's amazing.
But there's a big one that's out there now. We may have talked about it before. It's called ASMR. Yeah,
ASMR, the sound of stuff.
Yeah, where people get really close to the microphone.
Yeah.
Can we do it like here?
Yeah, go on.
Well, the common one is where girls have got long fingernails.
Yeah.
Like I've got a
drink,
and I'm going to put my drink really close to the microphone, but I'll also do AMSR voice.
Okay.
Here's some ice tinkling in a glass.
Wow. Are people like
Here's
this?
me doing up A zipper?
Oh, here we go. Oh, hang on. Yeah, something's just flopped out. You want?
Here's me tucking in my shirt. Hang on.
Do people really listen to this?
They do.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that. Yep.
And here's me adjusting myself.
Oh, my God.
So that people
Yeah.
will watch that for hours. And I
Incredible.
guarantee they love it and they don't know why.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
A good topic. Give us a call, 13 24 10.
Anyway, here's the music because I'm about to do something very inappropriate, the sound of. So stop me, please.
Oh.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Oh, well, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome aboard.
Somehow related. Yeah, we get two topics and we've got to work out how they're related. It's a pretty simple concept.
Very simple.
Should we get the topics or?
Without any more further ado.
Further ado.
What is, I bet you never say this on stage. Would you please give it up for?
I have said it before.
What does that mean?
Give it up for. I think it might be an American thing. Give it up for. Big round of applause. Yeah, give it up for. I've said that. Absolutely.
Please give it up for
give it up
something.
for-
Okay, give it up for the topics.
Yeah, give it up for the topics. Here they come.
So yeah, I don't understand what that really means.
Well, what-
And you know what I also don't understand? What people on television yell. Oh, God, I'm sounding old. They're on TV. They're on a panel. They've got a microphone. You don't have to talk like that.
No, that's often because if they're a stand-up, they're used to that kind of projection. Because
Well, don't yell at me.
I know, but
God, I should be in the nursing home. But
it's like when you do a live broadcast in a radio, or if we did this live, I'm sure we speak
differently.
a bit louder. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you got to remember you're making television.
I know. We were watching a show the other night. I can't remember what it was, and my wife's like, "Why is that person yelling?" Because the person was hosting a big show, and so you know those big, whether it's Big Brother or whatever, you often feel like you've got to sort of yell to command the room.
Well, if someone yells and says, "Give it up for,"
Give it up for.
I'm annoyed.
All right. Well, here are the subjects
give it up for the subject
from Sam.
Hey, Sam.
What are they?
Molly Meldrum, the Archibald Prize, and Chiko rolls.
Oh, it's a three-way.
Three-way with Molly Meldrum.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Whoopsie.
Hello. I did a gig the other night for linesmen, guys in the power lines, and the guy goes, "You got to ask, Stuart about his Molly Meldrum story." It's like,
Oh, really?
well, everyone's got one of these stories where Stuart went over to fix some power thing.
At Molly's house?
Yeah, it ended up in the spa with Molly.
No.
And he stayed the night. Him and his mates partied on with Molly back in the 80s and 90s. Molly was,
He's notorious as far as
party animal.
Party.
Yeah. Have you been to his house?
No.
I've been to his house with all the Egyptian stuff.
Why were you there? You were filming something.
Can't say. Record deal. No,
Do yourself a favour. Get in the spa.
No, I
Hello,
do.
Molly. I don't think Molly would be listening.
No, I love Molly. I still see him around Richmond. He lives in Richmond.
Do you know him well?
I knew his assistant quite well. So what happened? I wrote a show about being in a band in the 80s. I did it in the comedy festival and stuff. And I needed, because it was always a dream to be on Countdown in a band. That was always your dream.
Of course. So you wanted to...
So I wanted to recreate it. And Molly recorded a video for me. He was so awesome. Like, he held up a record and said, "Do yourself a favour. This band's going to be huge," and he was so good about it.
Well, okay.
He pretended to snort cocaine off the record.
Showbiz story.
Here we go.
The very, very, very first thing I ever did in the industry. This is big.
Didn't you do aerobics on the Daryl Summer show?
But this is before that.
Oh, wow.
I do claim that as the first one.
Yeah.
But this is the first one. And I actually got photographs of it. I was asked to be in rehearsals where they were rehearsing the award. It was the Countdown Awards. Molly was hosting. It was the Countdown Awards, and I had to go along and sit in the audience and pretend to be the rock stars, the cameras could rehearse.
You're like the fill-in guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that seat warmer kind of thing. Yeah.
So I would have to go up on stage.
Michael Hutchins, and you walk up.
And I'd work up, and then I'd stand there, and they'd rehearse the camera moves, and then Molly would say something about, I don't know why they asked me to do it. But I shouldn't say, but I will. No, I won't. Molly did make a.
Yeah, what did he say?
He said something.
What did he say to you?
That I had a nice.
Bum.
Yeah.
Well, you were young man.
I did have. I mean, back in the day, I did have quite and I was in jeans and I had my R.M. Williams boots on.
Oh, you loved it.
And I had a pretty good looking shirt. And Molly said, I was probably being John Farnham or something. Oh, John, you've got a pretty nice ass.
Funny.
So anyway,
that's why we love him.
That got me, and I have got the photograph somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, I actually went to the photographer, and he charged me a fortune for 2 photographs because in those days you wanted anything that made you look like you'd done something.
Yeah,
you bought it.
Yeah.
And I paid a fortune for these 2 photographs to be able to put in my
portfolio to
go. Look, I
work with Molly. Oh, that's amazing.
I don't know him that well. I've met him a couple of times. He got angry with me once.
Why?
Because I can't remember on Fast Forward, I think we did a sketch about someone and we made fun of them and he wasn't happy about it.
Oh.
He let me know. And I go, well, I didn't
like
write
John
it.
Farnham or someone.
Yeah, I didn't write it and I wasn't in it, but then I'll pass it on, Molly. But he has done so much for the industry, really, hasn't he?
Been great. I can't remember where I met him, but the only time I've ever been invited to Logies, I went to the smoking room. Someone said there's a smoking terrace in Crown Casino where people can smoke.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
nice.
near the Palladium, and I went in there with Molly, and Molly was having a cigarette with 3 of those chefs, like Manu or that were standing around smoking. Right. So I stood in there and talked to Molly for quite some time. Yeah, because he's
you know your stuff, and he knows his stuff.
Music. I
mean, it was John Michael Housen and Molly Meldrum always knew all the big international stars, didn't they?
Yeah.
They always had a private counsel with those, and they'd have their private phone numbers, and they'd come on.
Elton John, ABBA.
Yeah,
he helped break ABBA in the world, basically.
Yeah,
because ABBA was successful here before anywhere else.
And he was a character within. He was talking about him in the past. He probably still wears that hat, a Stetson hat.
Yes.
Why did anyone? Is that something? Was he trying to hide something, or
I think he was going bald? Wasn't he?
Oh, I don't think we all assumed that. But his hat never came off, did it?
No.
Because there was a while there when I remember seeing him do an interview with Prince Charles.
No hat.
No hat. And that was the one where he.
That's awkward.
Oh, it was really awkward.
When he said your mum, and he went, "You mean Her Majesty the Queen?" Whatever, mate.
You get over it. It's just a queen. What's his famous line?
But I mean. Oh, do yourself a favour.
Do yourself a favour.
But he was also, it's interesting because as a TV presenter, he wasn't the smoothest presenter, was he really?
No, but you loved his energy.
Yeah.
Still do love his energy.
Enthusiasm.
And his playfulness and his sense of mischief. He's a member of
Mensa.
Yeah, what is it? What's it called?
Mensa.
We're
all a member of that. What do you mean I'm a member? You're a member, whatever?
Isn't it like high intellect, high IQ?
IQ.
And I would have never, but I've never, how do you, I was never approached.
You sit a test, I think.
But you get selected?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an IQ test.
And he was a member of it.
It's incredible. And he came from a very small town. Isn't he from like Warwicknabill or something like that? He's from a very small town in the country.
And he's got a statue.
I know. I've seen that statue.
In Richmond, if you're from other parts of the world. And I park my car and I do radio with Mick Malloy and I park next to Molly Meldrum's statue. And it got, what's it named?
Wrecked?
Vandalised.
Weed on?
But they've cleaned it up.
Yeah.
It's all fine.
Molly
was big for Countdown. That was what made him... That would have started in, what, mid-70s?
Yeah.
And that went through till...
Late 80s.
Late 80s? Yeah. Then he flipped over onto Hey Hey It's Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
Molly's melodrama.
Yeah, and John Blackman used to give him a hard time.
Yeah. God, we should have rung John Blackman.
Oh, yeah, he come on.
Yeah.
No, I love Molly. The hat. Michael Veitch did a good impression of him. Very good impression of him.
He did. Yeah.
I went and saw the Countdown, the musical that Brian Mannix wrote. Veitch was in that. Yeah, it was really good.
Of course it would have been. I saw Brian at the airport the other day. I always thought he didn't like me, and he came up and had a good old chat.
Oh, Mannix?
Yeah.
He grew up near you. He's from that way.
Oak Park?
He's Oak Park, I reckon.
Yeah.
Strathmore, he's Oak Park.
He'd been doing some gigs, and he lives up on the Gold Coast now.
Yeah, he's on the Goldie, mate.
He's happy.
Oh,
he's swimming every morning.
He's a good guy, Brian.
Yeah. No, I get
he's
him really
funny.
well.
He looks the same.
He looks exactly the same.
From the 80s, Brian Mannix. He's like, wow.
Yeah, incredible. Molly did get into a bit of strife, though. There's 2 stories. There's one that he when Samuel, because they made a mini-series about Molly on Channel 7.
Yeah.
And Samuel Johnson won the gold Logie.
He did a good job.
And Molly got up during his speech.
Yeah, that's right.
What did he do? Something I can't.
I can't
I remember Samuel Johnson went on to a Today Show the next day to.
There's a bit of controversy, wasn't
He
there?
was upset about having his moment stolen by Molly.
But then again, you're playing that guy. So.
Well, it's kind of a great moment. He's playing that guy,
and then the guy gets up.
Most times they're playing people who are no longer with us.
Yep.
But now the actual guy gets to stand up.
It's pretty good.
But he then, when Elton John came on,
he dropped his pants.
He pulled his pants down. Now, I cannot condemn anyone for doing that because, as you know,
you've often pulled your pants down.
I've often pulled my pants down.
But not at an Elton John concert. Maybe Michael.
I was aiming for that. That was going to be my big finale.
Maybe Michael Bublé.
So did it? And he got into trouble because it was inappropriate, or
yeah. But I mean, he's getting older, Molly. He
so
fell off that ladder, and so he's got a bit of something going on. He's got issues, I'd say.
Oh well, we've
all got issues.
Yeah, we've all got issues.
I love Molly Meldrum.
I'm not sure what else we can say except he is a notorious character that's much loved in the Australian entertainment world and much loved in the music industry.
Do yourself a favour. Should we talk about Chiko Rolls? Let's talk about the Archibald Prize. Yeah, Archibald Prize, named after, do you know who it's named after?
I was going to ask you the same question.
The editor of The Bulletin, who founded it. Remember The Bulletin magazine?
Yeah. Is it no longer?
No longer. No.
It was like our Australian time.
Yeah, it was good, The Bulletin.
Were you a Bulletin reader, were you?
Yeah, Dad
was
used
it left
to get
or
it.
right? Was it
a bit
moderate?
left. A bit left.
Was it a bit left?
A little bit left, I think, by memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most journalism is left. They said that on the radio the other day, and it's true. Most of them are
Is it
lefties.
left or moderate?
Maybe it was moderate. I don't know.
Because I did the thing, the compass. Did you ever do the compass?
No.
To see.
Yes. Yeah.
To see where you stand and who you should vote for. And I was like smack bang in the middle.
Oh, wow.
Like middle.
Middle.
Is socialist. What's a socialist?
Communist.
No.
It goes communist, socialist, left-leaning, I don't know, Labour.
Left-leaning.
Moderate.
Yeah. And there's factions within the left and right.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, here we go. Jeez,
there we
go.
Yeah. But anyway, the Archibald Prize. I'm trying to think of the ones I've seen. Well, I've seen Molly was definitely painted. So that's one of the connections. He's
Were you ever painted?
No, someone asked me once, but it just seemed like a lot of time.
Yeah, it's true.
I remember Tim Minchin, David Gillespie, what's his? Anyway, that guy.
Ando. Did he ask you?
No. You got painted though, didn't you? Who painted you?
Yeah, I got painted twice.
Oh my God! Is it a long sitting or?
No, I may have told this story before. The first one, I hope he's not listening, was a bit peculiar because
lose the top, close off, sit on the milk crate.
Looking great. That's good. I'm a bit cold. Don't worry, just shut up. You want to be in the Archibalds or not? Yeah, it was a bit weird. You made me get down on one knee and hold a shoebox on my shoulder.
What?
Yeah. And then he...
what does that mean?
And then he goes, because I'm going to paint you sitting underneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge holding a tram on your shoulder. I went, great. Because I did it, and it was fine.
Didn't win anything.
You like to support the arts.
Yeah, but that's a big ask.
So you go, okay, I'll do it. And so that means you have to turn up to a sitting and
was it a friend of a friend or someone?
I don't know. Because you just get contacted to your agent and you just go, okay.
Yeah.
So that wasn't great. And then he just kept on sending me film scripts. He goes, can you read my script? I'm going, no, I signed up for the Archibald not to read your scripts. I don't want your scripts anymore.
Yeah.
So that was a little awkward. Yeah, it's always weird.
And that man now is Baz Luhrmann. Could you believe it?
Is that it? Oh,
Can you believe it?
God, I feel stupid now.
Yeah, should have read those scripts.
Then the second one was a nice lady, and she did quite a good painting. But it's just that thing. Do you really like looking at yourself? No, I didn't like looking at myself. And then she did two. She did one for the Archibalds, then she did one for me, just for my own wall.
Oh, God.
And I'll be honest, my eyes didn't look right.
Yeah, right.
I was a bit like this.
A bit weird, cross-eyed.
Yeah. And look, I'm no oil painting, so therefore looking at it was a little bit...
off-putting.
Yeah, really off-putting. And then there was the Archibald one.
God,
and then it became a thing because they said to me, it didn't make the final, do you want to buy it? I said, no, thank you. then someone said to me, "Did you know Channel 10 bought it?" And I went, "Oh, don't
That's
know."
right. And they put it up in
the boardroom at
Wow.
Channel 10.
Were you dressed as Russell Coyd or?
No, it's just me looking Archibald-y, looking Archibald-ish. And then that's not fine. I don't want to. And then I walked. It was in the corridor, and I'm going, "Oh, what the fuck is that doing there?" Now I feel weird, And then some time went on, and one of the security guys goes, "We were down the storeroom the other day."
Oh yeah.
And he goes, "There's a painting here down here. It's looking a bit old and dusty. Do you want it?" I go, No. And then I'm going, "Oh, that's sad."
Yeah, they've taken you off the wall.
So did I do something wrong? So I'm not good enough for the wall anymore?
No.
Because, if you're good enough for the wall, you're good enough for the wall.
Yeah, but things change. I mean, Bert Newton's photo wouldn't be up there anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. It's probably the height of the panel. But then Russell Coyd,
But where would it be now? It's probably, I don't know.
Security guards
Because
backyard.
it becomes something that gets thrown away.
You probably backed into it next time you go there. I'll put you in the car.
It's probably got a hole in it. It's probably
bird shitting on it.
Yeah. So no disrespect to the Archibalds.
You know what? You've done your time for the arts.
Did I tell you about the time with Mick Malloy where we were doing some gigs in Canberra, and Mick goes, "I really want to go to the
the art gallery, portrait gallery,
and we're going, oh, okay,
unusual.
Seems a bit
for me.
Yeah, you going really? Okay, yeah, we'll go, and we're walking around, and then what had happened was he'd been photographed for the portrait gallery, and he'd been put up the wall, and his trick was that we were going to be walking around, and he was going to go, "Oh my God!
Oh, look at that!
Look at that! I can't believe it!
Oh, what's that doing up there?
That's what's doing up. Oh, that's embarrassing." And so that was the ploy.
Yeah.
But what happened was we're walking around, and someone had already seen it and go, "Hey Mick, I saw your portrait around the corner. You should go have a look. You look like an idiot." Which spoiled his ruse. But having said that, it was, not a bad photograph. I think I'd much prefer to be photographed than. No, I don't know. Would you, if Ando said to you, "Will you come on?" Would you go on?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
You'd have to cry.
You have to cry on that show.
You got to cry.
Okay, I'm not going to cry.
Because, he would bring out...
Unless he starves me or something.
You know what? He would make you relive your your push bike accident.
Well, I'm not going to cry over that.
Well, you got to cry over something. I'm helping you out here. I'm helping you out. He'd bring back some pain.
I'll tap into his story. Oh, I was on a boat. Hang on a minute. This is my story.
So Archibald...
I like the packing room prize. They're normally pretty good. Like the guys at the storeroom kind of guys. They choose a really good one normally. They have the main prize and they have like the packing room prize.
I don't know what that means.
So so they have the main prize decided by art judges or whatever. They're the packing room prize with the guys that do all the unpacking of the frames and put it up on the walls. They choose one between them.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's called the packing room prize.
There should be more of that.
Yeah, and the ones that they choose are often better than the
And
main
who chooses
ones.
the winner of the Archibald?
I don't know. Is it just art judges or something? It's not audience voted. I don't think. I think it's just.
And usually you got to admit,
must be a board.
The ones they choose are fantastic.
Yeah, I remember the Tim Minchin one was very good. Oh, but Barry Humphries one was good.
Yeah. Because sometimes I get a little bit dubious because you can tell that they've taken a photograph and they've kind of used the photograph.
Yeah,
it's not colour by numbers, but
I know what you mean.
You kind of go, that's looking a lot like a photograph to me.
Yeah.
Whereas someone has an interpretation of you,
it's a bit better,
laying naked on a bar or something,
bear rug.
Yeah, on a bear rug. Yeah, you'd be more interested. But anyway,
I don't know much more we can say about the Archibald. Should we talk about Chiko rolls?
Sure.
Oh, Chiko rolls. They're an Australian invention.
A Chiko roll is a spring roll, big.
Yeah.
That was invented
Frank McEnroe, and I know that because George McEnroe, the comedian and radio broadcaster, it's her uncle or great uncle because she told me once. She said my uncle invented Chiko rolls.
Oh, that's a great. When you were a kid, that would have been huge.
Go grab it.
My dad's a policeman. Oh yeah, but my dad invented
the
Chiko
roll. Because what happened with him? I've read about the invention. He was at he saw a Chinese guy selling spring rolls at the footy, and he said, "I want to make a sturdier version." Chiko rolls are really sturdy.
Yeah.
And so he made an Australian but basically he made it a bit blander than the average spring roll. Have you heard of Chiko roll lately?
I haven't had a Chiko roll for. You know what? I reckon I don't know whether I've ever had a Chiko roll. But it's what is it? Cabbage.
meat, like pork, onion,
barley,
carrot,
onion.
Yeah. It's like a spring roll, but a little bit blander, I've got to say.
I mean, on a good day, are they any good?
Yeah, I mean, we had one. Kieran was like, oh, let's get a Chiko roll when we order fish and chips. And you have it, you're like, yeah.
See, half a Chiko roll might be all right.
The memory of it's better than the actual delivery.
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
Reckon. And to have a really good spring roll, there's a guy called Giant Springs who goes to the different markets in Melbourne. I follow him around. Ollie, he makes spring rolls.
Does he know that you follow him around?
His spring rolls are unbelievable.
Now, how big are his spring rolls?
Oh, no, they're big. Like a Chiko roll size.
Oh.
They're like a meal. Unreal.
Oh, so they're really good.
Oh.
Now, are they soft to the bite or crunchy?
Crunchy to bite.
And soft in the middle?
And he does a vegan one. I'm not a vegan, but the vegan one's unbelievable.
Oh, then I'm going to have to follow you one day.
Giant Springs. Yeah, do you like a spring roll?
I reckon I would if it was I mean, I love a spring roll, like, when you get a spring roll.
You know what? Sorry. He goes to the Anglesea Market sometimes. I've been down there when he's there at the Anglesea Market.
Oh,
my God. Guess where I went last Sunday? I was doing a gig down the beach, right?
Yeah.
For abattoir workers in Anglesea, whatever. All the big ones. And they were great.
Abattoir workers.
Abattoir workers.
Did you make a few abattoir jokes?
I said, who's chopping up the animals? What's your favourite one, mate? Anyway.
What's the easiest one to chop up?
No, the guy said, we're not on the floor, we're the admin people, but we all help out when Christmas and Easter.
When there's extra things to chop up?
Well, they all come from the floor, and most of them have been on the floor chopping up the animals. But it's good to know that there's like a pathway, a career pathway. You don't have to stay on the floor forever. You can go from chopping up animals to
if you weren't getting on with your partner and they had worked at the abattoirs, you'd be going...
Well, they know how to handle the knife.
They know how to chop people up.
But I went to the Aries Inlet Market on the way back. I was driving along on a Sunday. And was
that the big one?
Yes. Well, they have all this... And, gee, there were some good stalls, right?
Did it go right down to the school?
Yeah, it was in the hall. It was in a hall.
Yeah.
And I have not seen... I got some very good meat and vegetables, right? But I've not seen handicraft like that for a long time.
It's a big statement.
There was a woman. Like, there's obviously a lot of people just in that Surf Coast area. So this is down for anyone past Geelong with not a lot to do. And there was a woman who'd seriously got tree trunks and cut them on an angle and then put Santa Claus's face on it. And that's what she was selling.
Hey, stop it.
Was that you? Was that you making
this?
Denise. That's Denise.
She does lovely work.
You would have been to that market.
I know. We go.
The handicrafts.
No disrespect. I love the market, but we do the same thing. We do a lap around. And we don't buy anything, and we see the things that we go, yeah, that's quite nice, but I prefer the supermarket version of that. When you go, it was like chutney or relish or cordial or anything like that. You go, look, lovely, don't get me wrong, but I think I prefer the supermarket one.
No, the food was good, though. I got some great...
No, yeah, they do have
great
really
lamb.
good food. Now, I'm going to get in trouble talking about it on the podcast, but we love going there, and we love going to getting a coffee and a pastry.
Yeah.
They do the best, is it Turkish bread?
Yeah, gozme.
Yeah.
Gozme. That's what I saw what a guy I know from the area, and he goes, you got to get the gozme. That's the best. Yeah, that Turkish stand.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we had a meat one and a vegetarian one. And we had them for lunch, and it doesn't get any better than that.
Yum.
They came out hot.
Yum.
But
why are we talking about that?
Because we're talking about...
Chiko rolls.
You followed a guy.
Oh, yeah, Giant Springs.
A Giant Spring roll. We, some time ago, made the reference to one-handed food.
Yes.
We were saying that there's foods that are one-handed and there are foods that are two-handed. Like a salad sandwich is probably a two-handed food. A meat pie is probably two-handed.
Yeah.
Hamburger, two-handed.
Yeah.
What's one? A Chiko roll was probably...
That's one-handed.
I reckon it was probably one of the first one-handed foods.
Yes, you're right. And they make those pies, those travellers, so you can... And a sausage roll's one-handed.
A sausage roll is one-handed.
So that kind of tubular...
A dim sim is...
That's one-handed.
One-handed. And you pull out of the packet with one hand. You're not holding two hands.
No. But a big salad and chicken rolls... That's two hands.
That's two hands.
Because a beetroot falls out on your lap.
Yeah, you've got to negotiate it correctly. So I'm going to say, the Chiko roll is probably the first.
One of the originals.
Yeah, and I think it was designed, did you already say this, for people at the football to stand in the outer and have a beer in one hand and Chiko roll in the other.
Oh, wow.
I think that was that theory of it.
And used to come in that great little bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grab a Chiko, was it the slogan?
Yeah.
Grab a Chiko roll.
And
the poster with the Chiko roll girls. Remember that? The fish
were
and
they
chip
Chiko
shop?
were like big M girls, were they?
Yeah, on the motorbike. Yeah, the Chiko Roll girls. Oh, absolutely.
There wasn't a jingle or anything, was there?
No, I can't remember, but it was mainly... There would have been ads, but the posters were big. So you went into any fish and chip shop in the 70s or 80s, there'd be a Chiko Roll girl on the wall on a motorbike holding a Chiko Roll. Yeah, they were big.
I remember that.
And they were sort of like, I think they were...
They cut off jeans and like a Harley Davidson or something.
And I don't know if it was a photo or it was painted.
What were they trying to say by that? I don't know. What are they getting at?
Phallic, isn't it?
I don't know. That's phallic sort of reference.
Oh, God, I'm getting hungry.
An Australian invention which is derived from...
Spring rolls.
Deep fried.
Made their debut in Wagga Wagga, I think it was. Because I know they had a fight. I remember reading this in the paper about where they were actually invented, whether it was Bendigo or Wagga Wagga.
I remember there was something, here comes our lunch.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. We've just had lunch and I had a hamburger. You had soup. I mean, I've gone back onto the burgers. I don't know why, but the burgers are good.
Feed a man meat.
Yeah.
I had a bear burger yesterday.
What is that?
That's a burger where, and again, you'll probably make a disparaging remark towards me, where it comes in lettuce and not bread.
Oh, God.
Oh, see, there you go. Have you tried one?
No.
Okay, I challenge you, my friend.
Oh, I'll try one.
No. Have you ever had San Chow Bao?
Yeah.
How is that?
Very good.
Very good.
That's like a minced chicken mince or pork mince, isn't it?
Yeah, with stuff in it. So it's kind of like a San Chow Bao burger.
Okay, all right, maybe.
Yeah, your voice is going high.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
It's your
bear burger, mate.
But a burger is a burger. What is the... Okay, just quickly while we're on
the
this.
buns make up a burger.
The bun does make it, and it's a two-handed event.
Donald Trump used to take
I was looking at your burger, and you were halfway through it. I'm going, he's at the top of the mountain. He's halfway through. He's loving it, and his next bite is ready to go.
Donald Trump used to take the buns off the burgers, apparently.
What's the best bit for you? The first bite, the middle bit, or the last bit, or is it all the same?
No, the first bite's the best. I think by the time I get to the end, I'm a bit full.
Because I want to get into the middle bit.
Oh, you like the middle bit?
Because it's all happening. Whereas if you go from the outside, you might only get a bit of dry bread and maybe a hint of burger.
No pickle.
Whereas you want to, when you're halfway through, the meat is going, hello, here I am, ready to go.
Oof. Yeah, it was
anyway,
good.
We shouldn't talk about that. Anyway, you have your burgers, and I will have my disparaging remark, pumpkin soup. I was thinking about it coming here. I enjoyed it.
It's nice, though. The soup's nice.
Okay, so the topics are, have we said enough about, here's the question. I'm doing an audit. I'm doing an audit on the show.
Yeah.
Have we said enough about Molly Meldrum?
Yep.
Have we said enough about
Archibald? Yep.
Have we said enough about the Chiko Rolls?
Yep. Let's have some thinking music.
If it was a game show, we moved. You are ready for world number 2.
Yep. Now it's time to move on, Glenn. Let's have some thinking music.
Oh, yeah.
What can we have? There must be Chiko Roll ads out there or something.
I can't. The only thing that worries me is that if we can't remember them.
Yeah, I can't remember.
There's no Chiko Roll.
Grab a Chiko. There was no jingle I can remember.
Is there nothing about the Archibalds?
No.
Molly Meldrum.
Do yourself a favour. Yeah.
You know what? I reckon why don't we play the trailer for the Molly Meldrum telemovie?
Yeah, great.
And it'll tell his whole life. Because you know what trailers are like.
They're great.
They basically give you the whole movie. You go, I don't need to see the movie now.
It's pretty
Boy
good.
Meets girl does this, girl goes away, guy comes back, fall in love, have kids, everybody's happy.
That's not the Molly story, I know.
Oh, you know what I mean? It's the whole thing. So, and we'll get a bit of music from the era.
Yeah, great. Bit of an excess, whatever's going on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go.
Go.
They're the greatest superstars of a generation. You know them because of one man.
Mr. Meldrum.
Seriously, everyone just calls me Molly. I stuffed it, didn't I?
No, I think they're really looking forward to that route.
Run right out and do yourself a favour.
Actually, I saw your mum driving the carriage.
You mean Her Majesty the Queen?
Pull your head in. No one's irreplaceable.
Well, I stuffed this whole thing up.
Molly. Sin on 7.
Wow, that was great.
I took you there. Good on you, Samuel. One lot of...
Oh, he's a great guy.
I don't know Samuel that well. Do you know? You were on radio with him.
Yeah.
He was around Nova when you were in Nova.
Yeah, he was. He was doing mornings.
Selena loved him. He thought he was great.
Yeah, he just said to me one day, "Oh, man, I love the vending machine here."
That was your conversation?
Yeah, I love the vending machine. So
maybe he was just...
and you hear his voice on, like, he says
good voice.
The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. That's him.
Is that him?
That's him. You'll hear Samuel Johnson. Once you hear his voice, you hear it on a lot of voiceovers. Absolutely.
Because you do yours?
Lad broke it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's mine? Something from Mitsubishi. What did I say?
Oh, yeah. What did you say in the Mitsubishi?
Was there a catchphase in there?
Oh, what a feeling.
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's Toyota. Okay, so.
Yes, Toyota, you're right.
This is hard. And I normally go first.
Well, I'll go first. I'm going to say, I think Molly, was he holding a Chiko roll in the
Well, that's
Archibald?
the only thing I can think of.
Okay. All right.
I thought there might be more to it. So, and, that would be iconic. He's done a painting. Hanging on to Chiko roll for the Archibalds.
Okay. All right. Well, what is the answer, Sam?
Thanks to Rob Caldwell for sending this one in. The same artist that painted Molly Meldrum for the Archibald Prize also does the artwork for the Chiko roll posters.
That is fascinating, and it pangs of another one.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Rob Caldwell.
Yeah.
Love
Rob
Rob.
Caldwell, you probably wouldn't know
No.
Rob Caldwell, but he worked on a lot of...
Still does on TV shows.
He worked on the Footy Show last time.
Yeah. And comedy.
Great
company.
writer, great man,
Oh, wow.
and I didn't realise that he even listened.
He must be a big fan.
And he knows Sam. I don't know how he knows Sam.
Yeah. Well,
How does he
people
get
can just send them in, mate. People send them in.
No one sends me anything.
Well, people send them to Courtney, the producer. Anyway, you get on Facebook and join a group.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You're not in the group.
We just don't want to infer that that someone's walked up us in the street and gone, here's one, I'll give you a plug on the thing. It's all tight chips here.
Oh, yeah.
So, hang on, what was I going to say?
It reminds you of another one?
Oh, yes. On this very show,
What?
famous artist
Well, who?
painted the Chupa Chup wrapper.
Oh, Salvador Dali. It's one of the early ones. That's right.
And he did it when he was not making much money.
Yeah.
So when you're eating a Chupa Chup, you are eating art history.
Salvador Dali. That's right.
So, just big Chiko roll, same guy,
Molly Meldrum.
turns him hand to different things.
Yeah.
So normally at this point, we sort of wrap it up.
We wrap it up. We got to wrap it up.
And you're really good. You tell jokes.
I tell jokes, but I'm trying to think. Have we got any jokes about Chiko rolls? No.
Archibald, no.
The Archibald, Molly Meldrum, no.
Have you got any jokes in general?
Plenty of jokes.
Just one quick one.
Plenty of jokes. Guy goes into a bar and says, I'll have 2 shots of whiskey, 2 shots of tequila, 3 pots. And he starts drinking them really quickly, and the barman goes, why are you drinking like that? And he goes, oh, mate, you drink like this if you had what I had. And he goes, well, what have you got? He goes, $1.40. Woo! And we're out.